This video will go over some more options you have for the icons that are put on the floor plan. So right now I have two systems here, and just like before, when you hover over them you have the arrows to start and end wire runs, but now we also have this copy button, which allows you to quickly make a duplicate of that system and put it anywhere on the floor plan. So instead of having to add it multiple times, you can just drag one to a location and make a copy, drag it to a location, make a copy, a little quicker. Another option we now have is to separate the icon. As you know, before, when you'd make a wire run, I could start a wire run there, I can end the wire run on this side. We'll split that one up to adjust it. But now this icon is taking up a lot of valuable space. You can't see what's under it. So now you can click on the design icon and hit separate icon. And what that does is it makes the icon itself separate from the wire drop point. So you can now drag the wire drop point to a different location, or drag it to a more fitting location. And the wire drop point doesn't really cover anything anymore, so you can see under it. So that's how extra things you can now do with the diagrams. A couple things you can do with parts as well now. So I'll add a part to the system. We'll add a camera. So let's get this camera in here. Now anytime you click on it, anytime you erase the label, it actually hides the label on the picture. So it's just an icon. Same thing with designs. If you erase or backspace the label, you don't get the label anymore. So I am going to place this camera right here. We'll make a quick copy of it, place that one over here, make a quick copy of that one. So we got 3 cameras in this building now. Now one thing we can do is replace this, we can change this one as well. We can detach this one, so I can detach the icon, and now it'll only apply that to this one. So now the camera is pointing to this little icon here. Another thing, and now clicking on the actual camera will make it active. We can reattach the icon, and that moves it right back to where it was. Now something else we can do with these is make different icons. So right now it's this picture of the actual camera, but maybe I just want it to be a generic picture of a camera. So we have all these icons you can choose from. So I'm going to choose this camera picture right here, and I can change the icon's color. So we'll go with a little brighter magenta color. And notice now all of them changed that way. So when you change the part to an icon and change its color, it changes all of that same part. So it actually looks at the part number itself and the part identifier to decide which one. So if you have a mixture of different cameras, not all your cameras are changed, just this one camera type will change. Now we have this icon, it's a lot smaller. We can duplicate them, and if I duplicate this one, you see it stays the same icon. So you can now just drag them all over the place very easily. But we don't know what kind of camera it is. So what we can do is add a legend item. So at the bottom here there is add a legend. And what that does is place a legend right near the one that you just clicked on. So now we have this legend that shows the picture of the camera, the title of the camera, and the icon that represents it. And if you go in and change that at any time, so we can change it to a blue color, the icon in the legend also updates, and all the other ones also update.